Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Friday 18th July 2025, Aries. The day doesn't begin until you clear your head and take stock of some pending personal issues. You might be making mountains out of molehills. Realize there's a path for everybody. Put your stinger away today. It's powerful, but it won't do you any good. Keep your power under wraps. Concentrate more on the mundane tasks that need to be done. Why not make a list and get them done? Taurus, today might be a difficult day for you. You instinctively will want to escape the situation and explore your horizons, but something holds you down. Take care of the bills on your desk and deal with the mess in the bedroom. Clearing the physical space around you will help clear the mental space in your head. You will be footloose and fancy-free soon enough. Gemini, this world is wide open for you today, so take advantage of all the great things it has to offer. Even though you may not realize it, you have a loyal fan club developing in the wings. The things you say and do have a strong impact on others. This is a fantastic day to take the charge and lead others who seem to be floundering. Your solid perspective will be an asset in every situation. Cancer, say what's on your mind, but don't take offense if one seems not to listen. Don't bulldoze through your point. Whiners are unpopular. Concentrate instead on your aspirations and push yourself to the limit. You might have been talking a lot lately, and getting those ideas out there is great. Now is the time you need to lay some groundwork in order to realize those ideas. Leo, get your head out of the clouds and come back to earth for a nice visit. There are some things you need to take care of here. Mundane tasks and routine chores won't be painful after you set your mind on getting them done. You can accomplish a lot today. Just make sure you keep a level head and keep a firm handle on reality of the situation. Virgo, bring things down to earth today. Get yourself grounded and enjoy the day. The more you slow down and adapt to caring, sensitive, receptive attitude, the more things will naturally flow your way. This isn't a day to fight, it's a time to connect with others on a symbiotic level. Nurture yourself and others. Get a massage and snuggle up close to those you love. Libra, today is a fantastic day for you, so enjoy it fully. Your emotions will be stable and you have a very expansive sense of well-being. Your self-confidence is strong, so use this to your advantage. This energy may be subtle, but if you tune into it early in the day and set a plan for what you want to accomplish, you can be very productive. Scorpio, today is a good day to simply get things done. Take care of the annoying tasks that have been accumulating. You have a great opportunity to accomplish a lot. People are less concerned with frivolous drivel and gossip than they are setting a plan to meet an important goal. Contribute to this trend by getting serious about the task at hand. Sagittarius, your emotions may seem a bit muddy today. You might not understand the reason for this. Look at others to share your thoughts. You should find that talking will help you sort through your feelings. If you need to, shift down to second gear for a little more power. Take your time if you need to. Don't let others rush you into believing something that you suspect isn't true. Capricorn, you're going to let it go all today. You may not feel especially powerful, and in fact there may be those who try to make you feel incompetent. Realize that this is a passing trend and you will soon bounce back to yourself. Open up a little more than usual and let more light into your life. Aquarius, today is your day to shine, so give it all that you got. Be sure that you get the credit you deserve for all you do. Try not to fall into self-pity. Be yourself and people will naturally follow your lead. Now is an excellent time to make plans for the future. Stay grounded and on target with your goals and make sure you aren't thrown off course by other people's whims and motivations. Pisces, today is a day of contrast. Eat chocolate in the morning and go jogging in the afternoon. Sleep in late and go to bed early. It's also a day of grounding. Spend time at home and make more calls than you normally would. Clean your desk and organize a bookshelf. Why not clean out the refrigerator and also take care of the pets? This has been your daily morning horoscope for Friday 18th July 2025. Do have yourself a blessed and great day.
Good morning, it's Friday. Oh my God, Friday, WTF, what a welcome to a Friday, because this is pace, absolutely pace in the island of St. Lucia. A lot of buses on the ground, but we're coming back in a minute. Let's go on over to our news department.
Good morning. Time now for the news with me, Timothy Paulion. St. Lucia is accelerating its shift toward a low-emissions future with focused efforts in the transport and energy sectors and a commitment to responsible waste management. As part of this transition, the Department of Sustainable Development, alongside the GIZ NDC Tech program, supporting the implementation of NDCs in the Caribbean, and the GEF-7 electric vehicle project, hosted a validation workshop on Thursday, July 17th.
St. Lucia continues in its transition to electric mobility, and we do that through the support of two projects. That is the NDC Tech project that is supported by the government of Germany, and we also have the GEF-7 EV project. We look at it from the policy standpoint, a regulatory standpoint. We look at capacity building and training.
The workshop, which engaged the Black Forest Solutions Incorporated, focused on technical assessments and stakeholder consultations for managing end-of-life electric vehicle and renewable energy waste. In other news, a landmark financial development is sweeping through the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. The ECCB is celebrating a major milestone in regional investment access with the launch of the UTC Global Balanced Fund Limited in St. Kitts and Nevis. ECCB Governor Timothy Antoine hailed the fund as a key step toward greater financial inclusion and wealth creation.
The ECCB is very pleased to support this initiative because it aligns with our own vision for financial inclusion in our currency union. We verily believe that the financial system should work for all except illicit actors, except bad actors. And when I say bad actors, I speak about people who want to abuse and misuse the financial system for crime, fraud, money laundering, terrorist financing, proliferation of financing, and the like.
With only 4% of the ECCU population currently investing, the ECCB aims to grow that figure to 20% in the next decade. Governor Antoine emphasized that true financial inclusion must be affordable, fair, and transparent. And this fund, he says, checks those boxes. The firefighting capabilities of the St. Lucia Fire Service have received a major boost with the official handover of two state-of-the-art fire appliances from the government of St. Lucia, including a high-capacity fire truck and a specialized aircraft rescue and firefighting unit.
The airport crash tender represents the latest, that's the yellow one, represents the latest and most sophisticated vehicle in its class. Its addition to the George F.L. Charles Airport will increase the category of the airport from 5 to 8, providing for larger aircraft to land there.
Unveiled on Thursday, July the 17th of 2025, the new vehicles are expected to enhance emergency response, improve nighttime operations, and bring the island's fire service in line with international safety standards. Finally, from us this morning, Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Mr. Philip J. Pierre, is in Antigua and Barbuda for the 111th meeting of the Monetary Council of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, scheduled for later today. The high-level meeting will see Antigua's Prime Minister, Mr. Gaston Brown, assume the Council's chairmanship from Anguilla's Premier, Cora Richardson Hodge. A key highlight will be the Governor's report by ECCB Governor Timothy Antoine, outlining regional economic trends, projections, and updates on major reforms, including the ECCB's Big Push agenda and plans for regulating citizenship by investment programs. The Monetary Council, made up of finance ministers from the 8 ECCB member states, is the bank's top decision-making body. St. Lucia's Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ernest Hilaire, will serve as the island's acting Prime Minister during Mr. Pierre's absence. And that's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening to the broadcast. Join us at noon for our next News Major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Newsroom, thank you as always. We have to take a break though. We'll be back. boy. We caught up with Dexter recently. Dexter, of course, I think this is the first time we've featured Dexter on the morning show since he has taken up that post at the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And you know what? It gave us an opportunity to fill out how he's been faring on the job. So we did just that. Here with Dexter, I think that's the first time I am connecting with Dexter on the morning show since you've been assigned to the post as Director of Global Marketing at the St. Lucia Tourism Authority.
Yeah.
So certainly this is an exciting time for me as well. First, I want to know how it's been. What has been the journey been to date?
Today has been a very interesting journey. Lots of great connection. And it's important that for me that I immerse myself into the sector because I have a strong background in marketing, diverse when it comes to the region, international. I've been worked with global brands. It really allows you to really understand consumer marketing. So St. Lucia as a destination was an easy fit for me as it pertains to the marketing aspect of it, but more so the total industry. So all in all, it's been a fantastic opportunity.
This is your first time at that helm, holding that position with a major carnival season? This is the second one. All right. So now, let's give me a like from the first one to the second one, your progress or some of the things that you've initiated that you're very proud of.
Yeah. From a marketing point of view, we've been doing a lot of destination marketing around carnival, festival marketing. When you look at the data, what we're seeing, MasterCard did a presentation to us, and we are seeing the trends where persons are spending money. So events marketing is an area that we at the Tourism Authority, from the data, is focusing on. So we'd have done that campaign from last year, and this year we'd have started from Miami, when we did the launch of St. Lucia Carnival. We first introduced the anthem there, and as you see, as the time progressed, closer to the festival, we were able to launch the music video. So there are two versions of that, one for consumer, one for the trade. Coming on now in terms of what we are doing or have done, the marketing component of it is that at every stage of the brand, there are different objectives. So last year or in the past, you would have seen us doing a lot of support to the carnival bands, bringing more influencers to build the momentum around the brand. So more and more now, as you achieve one objective, you move into another gear. So we are now focusing on our key markets. UK, we brought in the media as of last week. They were in to do all the national events. So for UK, we are really focused on the community aspect of our national events and promoting more of an authentic community product for the UK market. Canada is a growing market for us. It's a huge market, and there's lots of opportunity there. So we will be bringing in somebody in from Canada to experience some of the St. Lucia Carnival.
And that's, I'm glad, because I was about to say, listen, you have your work cut out for you. You're gonna say somebody. I think I know who already, but I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag. You have your work cut out for you because it's no secret that the US, since Trump and all of his, and that was our major market.
Yes.
So now we've had to source and look different ways.
Yes.
Has that posed a challenge to you, and how have you been able to?
You see, the beauty of the sector is that it's very livid, it's very live. There are changes, there are movements and things are happening. So from a marketing point of view, again, you need to be very agile. We have tactical, you have things that are going to be very strategic. You have the things we're going to do for awareness and for brand management. So when you look at what we've been doing, you saw a bit of the New York Yankees, the Toronto Raptors, and there are key discussions that are going on that are huge for the destination. Right. Obviously, I can let it out, but we are working on some exciting projects that will bring the momentum to the island. We're also working for airline partners in ensuring that the route to get into St. Lucia is one where we give support, and there's a good collaboration with that. Looking ahead, the carnival is here on us. We're expecting our numbers to blossom. The airline partners, when you look at the rate, things are coming in, persons are coming in. As we move further on, we are going to CPL. There is Journée Creole, the Creole Heritage Month. We have we just launched the summer campaign, which is going to extend into, and then we're going to start our winter campaign and our winter marketing strategy to go in to book towards your December, your November, December, and into the winter. A lot of what we do is we see the results in the 6-month window or 5-month window down the road, so we don't have to do a lot of pre. In our show to ensure that we build the awareness and build the momentum for a destination.
So all in all, you've been handling the thing.
Let's say I'm working. I've been working. I'm working.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna roll back around again probably in the next couple of months and see how you're doing. We're checking it out.
Yeah.
but good job again as usual. We see the work, man.
Yes. Good stuff. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Lots of celebrities is on the island. You may think, well, a few of them here for the season, but there is a gentleman who didn't come for the season at all, but he might just take in some of the action. But he's here on a purposeful or purpose-driven mission. And it was really quite refreshing to connect with him because a lot of times people come in, they talk, they go back, and that's that. You understand? But this gentleman is given us his full commitment. As a matter of fact, he's even connected with a lady on the island who we're going to be having soon on the show, who is going to be investing in her product and on all of that. So a lot of great things is happening. This gentleman goes by the name of Dr. Malik Yoba. Privilege, you can call it that, because what we do on the morning show fits right into why this gentleman is here. We know him as an actor, and I was excited. The actor is here, Malik Yoba. But when I heard you speak and some of the things that you've been championing that maybe we who know you on that realm is not aware of, I was intrigued. So certainly, Malik, nice to meet you. That Malik.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, you met Dr. Malik Yoba tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that is quite refreshing. Tell me about that side of you. That side. What drives that passion? You could have just settled for being an actor, going with the flow and the hype, but that didn't cut it for you. You had to put more into it. What drives that passion to want to do more?
So we were raised as a family to be about service. We were raised with ideas like make places better than they were when you found them, or leave places better than they were when you found them. My father would often say, if there's a crack, fill it, meaning, you see a gap in what should happen or could happen, then if you see it, then you can do something about it. But there's a quote on my arm, this tattoo, which says, build your own generator so when they turn off the power, you still have lights. And so the spirit of entrepreneurialism has been in our family. My father was a hustler. My brother, myself, my sisters to a degree. We were raised to, ownership was important, and community involvement and engagement was important. So my why is rooted in my family history. But I've been doing this type of work, which you saw me do tonight. I've been doing that since the 80s.
Long before the acting.
Long before the acting. I've been doing this a long, long time, which is why you saw the result. Because I'm not going to stop until everyone understands the assignment. Right, we can come and we can gather and we can drink and we can hobnob. And I'm sure people are having wonderful conversations, but the intentionality is everything. And so this work around economic, community, and real estate development that Yoba Development has been doing on a global level is the legacy work. And it's a culmination of everything I've ever done. This didn't just start 5 years ago. On the real estate development side, that started 20 years ago. On the education side, that started 40 years ago. Working in media, that started in 1989. And so being able to bring the power of story together to drive business, particularly in the real estate sector. And when people think about real estate, everyone is in the real estate business. Either you're an owner or you're a consumer. There isn't a business that isn't run out of some level of real estate. Even if you're sitting in a coffee shop or sitting on a beach, right, or in a park, that was developed by someone, right? And that's development. And so, and the ecosystem, right? We met today, for instance, right? We met with both Invest St. Lucia and the Tourist Board. And one of the challenges that they talked about today was you have the Hyatts of the world, the Marriotts of the world. You have investors coming from Turkey, from the Thailand, from Bulgaria, investing in property in the hospitality sector, which is your number one contributor to your GDP, and it's not owned by local people. And so for local entrepreneurs to even get into that sector, they're priced out, right? So the folks who come from afar and do what they do, right, they're looking at greater margins, which means they're going to spend more. They're going to they're going to make a market, right? They're going to really make sure that luxury market is taken care of. Well, what happens to the secondary market, the mid-level, right, for local people? And so having an opportunity to get that intel and think about how do we, as a business, through our relationships globally, help support the needs of our family members in St. Lucia, in the diaspora. I don't have to be born here. I don't have to have St. Lucian blood. We all have African blood running through us, and so we are one. You're from Trinidad. I was born in New York. it doesn't matter, right? It's the same issue everywhere we go. So for me, this work around, what you saw tonight was a bit of storytelling, right? But it was intentional to drive business, right?
And to get the conversation started and the mind thinking as well.
Right.
The mindset.
Right.
You mentioned the mindset. You already connected with one such person, and we're hoping to see some good things come out of that. But have you seen any other? Have you been scouting enough to have seen any other potential areas?
It's not even so much that I was scouting. I mean, I'm here on a learning mission, right? I'm here to listen more than I talk. So meeting with Invest St. Lucia, meeting with the tourist board, they shared some of their pain points. That was valuable information. Talking to the young chef, Edison, who I mentioned, right? Who's, I think it's Cardinal Vegan. It's Cardinal_Vegan is his Instagram. He's 25 years old. He was studying science. He discovered his passion for cooking through his journey in science. And when I hear him talk, right, we brought him to the meeting this morning with Invest St. Lucia. He didn't know that there was a business incubator. He didn't know that they're building a commercial kitchen, right? As soon as I heard him talk about the sauces that he made, I thought about consumer packaged goods. So there's a lane for him to develop his product and to export it to the world. Why not? That's an incredible story. He's 25 years old. And so right now, the St. Lucia's riding high off the gold medal. Well, how do you create opportunities for people to win their gold medal in business? Things that aren't so sexy. TV and film is sexy, but the sexiest thing we can do is operate businesses at scale with a level of excellence and efficiency. And the only way that that's going to happen is through collaboration, because, no matter what we think we know, there's always going to be somebody that knows more than us. And so how do we create that network or tap into a network? We have a global network. And that's why I'm here, right? So it's how do we connect the dots so that we all can win at levels that our ancestors can only dream of.
Malik, we're going to leave it at that because I have a feeling this is not going to be our last conversation. I have the feeling you're going to be back very soon.
I have to come back. No, I heard I can be a citizen for $100,000. So, is there a extradition treaty signed in this country? Do you know that? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
All right. That's a determining factor. Not that I'm gonna do no kind of bad man thing,
No, but I have a feeling we'll see a lot more of you here.
Yeah.
I think invest well. Let me not put the cat out of the bag, but I think your connection with the people that you met today, I don't think they'll let an opportunity like that pass by.
No, we got work to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Wonderful. But thank you, and hope you enjoy your time.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, man.
Have a good one.
Shine with SocaCize. Leading the wine this morning, we have Laurie, Vernell, Owen, Suzanne, and Shani. Let's begin.
This morning's session is a cool down to Simple Blessings by Taurus Riley. So take a nice deep breath in here.
New government, give thanks.
Take another nice deep breath in.
Every day.
Exhale. This time when you exhale, step back onto your right. Nice. Inhale up here.
You spend all that money on your watch.
Nice.
How much time you spend with your son? So much money in the club.
Take your hands down to the floor.
How much you spend with the ones you love? The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. And you don't notice your blessings. You pick it with the shoes by your feet. Now pick and choose the friends where you be. You know watch where you eat. When last you get a good sleep. The simple things are your blessing. Simple things are your blessing, your blessing. Simple things are your blessing. You better notice your blessing.
Simplicity we use to survive. Many find it difficult because they're ignorant and I. One alone they get in, I go live another life. Tell them again, but I'm not in another vibe. Life, don't get just too often. Put out some sadness and invest in a laughing. Time is the cash, lifetime passing. Tell them so you love them for you see them in a coffin. And they tell you this when you got good days, bad days. You know so you with them. Me would have trade boots and car and cheddar. Just to get one more minute with my brother. So you get up, spend time together. Cherish your second of the game when you're there.
Gotta tell you, that you're that close man yesterday. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things are your blessings. And you don't notice your blessings. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings. You better notice your blessings. And you can drop with your life away from the front of your body. So let's live. Bring your lips to your bottom. When last you say a prayer, inhale up. We got light. Take it all the way down. So let's live. Use your elbows. And while you're worshiping your treasure, remember nothing lasts forever. The simple things are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings. You better notice your blessings. The simple things, them are your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings, your blessings. Simple things, them are your blessings. You better notice the blessings. Simple things, oh the simple things. And consent, oh the simple things. Let me tell you about the simple things. I'm laying friends, I know simple things.
And slowly roll yourself up. Inhale up. Inhale positivity. And exhale negativity.
Well, boy, this is it. This is it. This is it. I'll see you guys again on Tuesday. I will see you guys on Tuesday, certainly, and we're looking forward to it. But enjoy, be safe, be safe, be safe, be safe. Look out for each other. Pace yourself. Don't overdo it now. Be good to yourself, because I want to be back here with you on Tuesday morning for another DBS This Morning. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy the carnival.